This authentic jersey, Mitchell and Ness collaboration with Clot, C-L-O-T, cost about 400 USD. MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price. But I promise you, I did not pay a ton. I promise you, I did not pay a ton because I got this for a very reasonable price compared to that 400 USD off eBay for 100 USD. And that's a price that I'm happy with, a price that I'm lucky to get. And what is my favorite definition of luck? It's when preparation meets opportunity. I was prepared to have 100 USD sitting, and the opportunity arose. Okay. Now on my channel, I like to be known for showing all the good stuff. For instance, like this watch. A casino watch. I take risks. I take risks in life. And I'm a firm believer in that we should take the least amount of risks as possible, or risk within reason. And one of the ways we can take less risk with jerseys is if the reviewer or the show and teller, which I am, show and tell, gives you a full view of the jersey. That means the front, the back, and the inside. So here's the inside of the jersey. From Mitchell and Ness, collaborating with Clot, authentic wool jersey. You're welcome. Okay, so this is my first, my first authentic jersey. Not just any authentic jersey. It's a collaboration jersey between Mitchell and Ness and Clot, a company that makes wool clothing. I know I just can't wait to get up out of my seat too. I couldn't wait to get up out of my seat to do this review. So from top to bottom, this is what it looks like. This is a wool jersey. Now, I don't know all the facts, but I can show and tell you what I believe. And I believe it's merino wool. So, what an interesting jersey to have as an authentic, a wool jersey. So let's get in close. Also, before we get in close to the front, let's take a look at the back. All right, the back from top to bottom. I think that's pretty cool. Kevin Durant on the Seattle Supersonics before the team went on vacation. Yes, let's get started. So this is the what the jersey looks like up close. And I had saw another YouTuber that showed a wool jersey. It was for Allen Iverson, Philadelphia 76ers. It was a blue jersey and it said Phila for Philadelphia. And I started looking myself. Let's put you down, baby. Okay, starting with the jock tags. We'll see here, Mitchell and Ness. And it's hanging this way because I have it on a kilt hanger. For those that the kilt doesn't register anything, it's a Scottish kilt. And if that doesn't register anything, then I'll put some pictures up to give a visual. But this is what that hanger is. Mitchell and Ness. And then this is the logo or emblem or sign for Clot, which is interesting. Look, C, and then I can see the L, I can see the O, but where's the T or the completion of it? I don't know. Over here, 44 large. Now, I am at the moment um, about 220 pounds. It's about 103 kilograms. And I'm supposed to wear an extra large. So technically, I just got this so I can have it because it's a rare-ish item. It's hard to come by. And as I said, better to have a large that kind of fits than nothing. Okay. Um, this is the NBA logo. Looks like it's embroidered on. I don't know what that word entirely means, but it seems right. And this down here is the jug tag. Size on the bottom corner, 44 large, Mitchell and Ness, Nostalgia Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hardwood Classics, authentic version, 2007, 2008, Kevin Durant, on a nice premium twill premium material. Legit. And a version of the Seattle Supersonics logo. And the knitting. I was about to say stitching. The knitting of the garment, which I think is pretty cool. The only part that I would like is if this O, the letter O, was green on the inside. I was looking at all the other letters and I said, if only it was green on the inside, it would be a little better, in my opinion, better for me. And then this I seems a little off. But hey, I think it's I'm putting too much thought into it. I think it's a pretty cool garment to have. It's wool. Okay, let's get a little bit closer on the actual trim from the shoulders down to the armpit, just so you can see what it's all about. See what it looks like from the armpit down to the bottom, and it has splits. To adjust to the body more, I guess. For those that are carrying a little bit more weight. Neck collar. And don't have to do the other side because it's the same as the other side. This authentic jersey, Mitchell and Ness collaboration with Clot, CLOT, cost about 400 USD. MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price. But I promise you, I did not pay a ton. I promise you, I did not pay a ton because I got this for a very reasonable price compared to that 400 USD off eBay for 100 USD. And that's a price that I'm happy with, a price that I'm lucky to get. And what is my favorite definition of luck? It's when preparation meets opportunity. I was prepared to have 100 USD sitting, and the opportunity arose. Okay. A close-up look at the cream or off-white part of the jersey. close-up of the green of the jersey. Now in person, this is a darker green. And so the camera is making it a little bit light on some areas. And so the darker green is what it will actually be. And then when it gets lighter, I guess that's when a certain light shines on it. So you can say it can be dark green and it can be a little lighter. That's pretty cool. So that's the way the jersey looks. For the front and the bottom, scrolling over to the jock tag. These are the tags that it comes with. A Hardwood Classics tag, holographic end with the NBA logo at the bottom, attached to a plastic universal clothing tag piece, and the back, vertical and horizontal. Price tag of 400 USD. Purchase for 100 USD from eBay. Size large, can't really fit it, but maybe one day I will. And then this exclusive piece, Mitchell and Ness, looks like it's hardwood, wooden basketball court, and the middle is what is the middle? It looks like it's the clot symbol. It is. That's pretty cool. That is cool. What's on the back? On the back is, on the bottom it says at Clot, and then on the other side at Mitchell and Ness. So that's what that says. Yeah, and attached to this tag with a beaded brass or copper or gold attachment. That's pretty cool. The back of the jersey, and the jersey is going to be a little slanted. That's just the way it is right now. What's the phrase? It is what it is. And it's hanging like that because I have it on this wooden hanger. So that's not the actual way that it hangs. It actually hangs better. But this is the only hanger I have where you can adjust the handle. So that's the way it is. So this, what I can do is adjust a little, is the back. Let's get a look at the material, the knitting. It's pretty cool. And just why not take a look at the bottom. And this is inside, so it's not doing it justice, but I wanted to get it out the way. Perhaps I'll do another video soon outside, but it's just, sometimes I had to do it. Get it over with. It's so busy here. I have a baby, it's noisy. Sometimes you just got to get things done. Don't think about it too much, get it done. And this is me getting it done. Because at the end of the day, you're seeing it and you don't have to wait. And if anything, it's even better if you wait for another video, and it's even better. Closer on the Durant. It's curved, perfect distance from the collar, neckline, and the numbers, in my opinion. And it looks pretty cool. It's knitted. And as I like to say with my other unique jerseys, the chain stitch jerseys. It looks like a grandmother made it for you. Or what's it in Russian? Babushka. The numbers, nicely knitted. Go out a little bit, come back in. 3 all the way down, then moving over to the 5. Why do I know about babushka? I think it's because I get my favorite food as a child used to be beef stroganoff, and then I did some research on it, and um, it's a Russian cuisine. And I found out, I guess, the word babushka through that. Now on my channel, I like to be known for showing all the good stuff. For instance, like this watch. A casino watch. I take risks. I take risks in life. And I'm a firm believer in that we should take the least amount of risks as possible, or risk within reason. And one of the ways we can take less risk with jerseys is if the reviewer or the show and teller, which I am, show and tell, gives you a full view of the jersey. That means the front, the back, and the inside. So here's the inside of the jersey. From Mitchell and Ness, collaborating with Clot, authentic wool jersey. You're welcome. From top to bottom, the inside of the jersey. This looks cool. It almost looks like a subdued version, huh? The midnight edition. All right, let's get a little bit closer, just so we can see what the wool looks like. That's the trim of the arm, and going down the side. Ooh, the tag. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's see, have some numbers there. 100% wool, 100% lana, 100% laine, made in China, hecho fabric. So that's English, Spanish, and French, to my knowledge. Ooh, fall 2019. That's when it was released. Cool. What about instructions on how to care for? If I were to wash this, I'm not going to wear it anytime soon. I live in the Philippines. At least there's cold parts of the Philippines. For example, Baguio. Baguio. But the place that I live is hot, so I'm not wearing this. But if I were to wear it, I'd get some Woolite off Amazon, hand wash it, line dry it. Okay, going to the collar. Very nice. Very nice. And this is my first authentic. I mean, or can you really say that? Because it's an unusual authentic, a unique authentic. It's knitted. All right? Not stitched. It is knitted. And if someone were to argue it's stitched, the only thing stitched is the tag, the jock tag. Let's get a close-up of Sonic Sign. or the Sonic words. I think it's pretty cool to get up close and personal. Get an up close look at the jersey. That's what the jock tag looks like. Beautiful. Other side now. All right, we are finishing up from top to bottom. I like this jersey. I put it on and actually it hugs my body very tightly, and I have like my belly's big. I'm like in training to be in a contest for beer belly. You know, that's how big my belly is. So it does not look very appealing on me. But if I wanted it to fit properly, I know that I would need an extra large. But unfortunately, that's not what's happening right now. But fortunately, I have it. So no complaints. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Let's get in close to the sign again from the inside, and then the letters, and then finally the numbers. And then up close a little bit more, because why not? And the sides. Cool. There we go. Okay. Now finally, how does it look like on the body? Now, I kept a jersey on because this is wool. I'm a little sweaty. It's been a long day. Just got done feeding my baby. I'm inside now, but I want to finish this video. Sorry. Helping to feed my baby. The mommy was there too. Okay. So this is the best I can do to show the way that it fits. It's a large, it's tight. I knew that because jeez. Okay. It's large, it's tight. I knew that, but this is more for a show. And it's more just to have, what do you call it? Collector's jersey. It's for my collection. And I'll leave the tags on. There's another one available too that I'll probably get because I mean, who else wants this? Who else wants this but a select few, right? And if I don't get it because someone else saw the video and they purchase it, that's okay with me.